After the great flood, Noah's descendants began to multiply, and the human civilization was re-emerging from its destruction. Noah's great-grandson Nimrod built great cities. He was extremely popular among his people, and he turned their hearts against God. After his untimely death, his wife Semiramis started a religion where Nimrod and Semiramis were worshipped as sun god and mother goddess respectively. As a part of this religion, in the plain of Shinar, her subjects were building a great 7-storied tower with a temple complex on top of it for Marduk, Nebu his son, and Nimrod. This structure is commonly known as the Tower of Babel. God the Creator, who says, "You shall have no other gods before me," was displeased, and he scattered the people by confusing their language. The faded memory of this incident still lingers in the folklores of many civilizations. At the end of the 7th century BC, Babylonian king Nabopolassar started renovating the Tower of Babel. His son Nebuchadnezzar completed it in the year 605 BC. He wrote in an inscription, "A former king built it, they reckon 42 ages, but he did not complete its head." Since a remote time, people had abandoned it, without order expressing their words. Since that time, the earthquake and the thunder had dispersed the sun-dried clay. The bricks of the casing had been split, and the earth of the interior had been scattered in heaps. Merodach, the great god, excited my mind to repair this building. I did not change the site, nor did I take away the foundation. In a fortunate month, in an auspicious day, I undertook to build porticos around the crude brick masses and the casing of burnt bricks. I adapted the circuits and put the inscription of my name in the gitter of the portico. I set my hand to finish it and to exalt its head, as it had been in the ancient days. So I exalted its summit. The temple once again was destroyed in 484 BC during the suppression of a revolt against the Persian king Xerxes. Famous Greek historian Herodotus wrote about this structure in detail. In the 4th century BC, when Alexander the Great conquered Babylon, he dismantled the structure, which was in total disarray, in order to rebuild it. However, his death came too soon. He died young at the age of 33. The project was never completed. The remains of this tower is there today in Babel Governorate of Iraq and is now called Bis Nimrud, identifying it with Nimrod. The Greeks called it Borsippa, which means tongue tower. Since the beginning of the 19th century, many archaeological excavations have been carried out in this site. Until recently, an Austrian team explored this site in the year 2002, hoping to unearth a library of cuneiform tablets, which they have read about elsewhere. Well, if this structure is so historical and real, the confusion of tongues, which is inseparable with this monument, also could be true. But do we have any traces of that confusion today? I think I have found some. Let's take a look at them in my next clip. Thanks for watching.